Hey everybody, this is Lynn Tranchil, and today I want to talk to you about mentors, masterminds, and PIBs. And it was at a mastermind a week and a half or so ago with my mentor, and some of my PIBs or partners in believing were there. So that's how I got this idea to come up with this Facebook Live called Mentors, Masterminds, and PIBs. Here's why. So let's look at why it's important to have these people in our lives, these events in our life. So if you are here alive or afterwards, just write in the comment section where you are at this very moment, where you are in the world. Let's see how many people we can get from around the world to be in on this Facebook Live. So if we look at mentors, it's important to have somebody who's been there before you, somebody who can turn around and reach out and help you become who you have come here to be. And my mentor, I was at a mastermind with Mary Morrissey a week and a half ago, and it was a mastermind group with a small group, and at least two of my partners in believing were there. Partners in believing is what I call PIBs, or what Judy Matejcek calls PIBs. So mastermind, and I want to show you this, read a little bit from this book that I received at one of my masterminds when I was with Mary Morrissey, and this is by Napoleon Hill. And if we look at this picture, you can see a picture of his depiction of two different kinds of masterminds. So I'm just going to read a little bit out of this book by Napoleon Hill for a mastermind. And again, your mentor is somebody who's been there, who is living it, and who is willing to help you do the same. And a mastermind is a group of people that get together to create bigger, better ideas. So again, as you join, just write in the comments where you are joining us from. We're going to be talking about mentors, masterminds, and PIBs. Here's why. So I received a little booklet from Mary Morrissey in one of my masterminds, and this is what Napoleon Hill has to say about this. He says, success is achieved through the application of power. In this picture at the top of the page, and if we look at this picture here is what he's referring to. And if you look at this, hey, Judy Matejcek, one of my PIBs, and PIBs is your favorite acronym for Partners in Believing. Just type in where you are in this given moment. We talked about mentors, now we're talking about masterminds. So Napoleon Hill has this to say about mastermind. Success is achieved through the application of power. In the picture at the top of this page, you see two forms of power. At the left, you see physical power produced by nature with the aid of organized raindrops pouring over Niagara Falls near my house. Man has harnessed this form of power. At the right, you see another, a much more intensive form of power produced through the harmonious cooperation of thought in the minds of men. And again, this was written at a time where men was the given assumption. So anytime you hear me say man, just assume man and woman. So in the minds of men and women. So he says, observe that the word harmonious has been emphasized. In this picture, you see a group of men seated, men and women, seated at a director's table in a modern business office. The power figure rising above the group represents the mastermind, which may be created whenever men and women blend their minds in a spirit of perfect harmony with some definite objective in view. He says, study this picture. It interprets the greatest power known to man. The mastermind is the greatest power known to man. So we want to have mentors. We want to participate in masterminds. We want to have partners in believing. Partners in believing are people who believe in us when we have a hard time believing in ourselves. And everybody, no matter how long you've been studying, no matter how many times you've been through whatever, you still need people in your life to believe in you when you have a hard time believing in yourself, and can also help you see your way through whatever. So if you have a mentor, write in the comments, mentor. If you've been participating in a mastermind, write in the comments, mastermind. If you have one or more PIBs or partners in believing, write PIBs in the comments field. And if you have all three, write in, I know why. Because we want to have mentors, we want to have masterminds, we want to have partners in believing so that we truly can become who you have come here to be. So mentors, masterminds, PIBs, here's why. And I hope you got a lot out of this. If you want to know more about me or anything that I'm talking about, go to lyntranchel.com. Next week, I will be doing a workshop and a webinar. Monday, I will be doing an in-person workshop here in Buffalo. So if you're in Buffalo, check it out, lyntranchel.com/workshop. And I'm also going to be doing a webinar on Wednesday, the 29th. And if you're interested in that, lyntranchel.com/webinar. And the theme this month is thriving through the holidays. And if you have your mentors, masterminds, and PIBs, you will still enjoy this webinar. You'll have some tips and tricks on how to make the holidays much more enjoyable. So again, this is Lynn Tranchel, and write in the chat box where you're coming from, if you have a mentor, a mastermind, a PIBs, or all three. And until next time, it was great being in this space with you, and thank you for participating. Again, lyntranchel.com. If you want to go to the workshop, lyntranchel.com/workshop. Webinar, lyntranchel.com/webinar. Thriving through the holidays. Mentors, masterminds, and PIBs. I hope you know why. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.